This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Brown versus Brown. You all are married. You've been together for 10 years. You've got 3 kids together. But a recent change in Mr. Brown's behavior may result in a permanent change to this relationship. Am I right, Ms. Brown?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. You've initiated this case today. Tell us why.
Me and Eli are like a very open couple. He's my best friend. We have no secrets. We even share phones sometimes. If he needs to use my phone, that's fine. If I need to use his phone, that's fine. It's never been an issue. Recently, there was an incident where I needed to use the flashlight on his phone. I go to put the password into the phone. It doesn't work. He looks at me and grabs the phone away, puts whatever the password is in now, and allows me to use the flashlight. So that means the password has changed, right?
Okay.
The next point that I have is we sleep naked. Always have our whole entire relationship, our whole entire marriage. That's something that we do. We're comfortable. That's how we sleep. Lately, Mr. Brown is covered up to the neck.
He's wearing a turtleneck to bed.
Covered up to the neck with the comforter, back turned to me, pajama pants and underwear on as if I'm turning my back. I want absolutely nothing.
It's cold. It's cold. She has a freezing cold in the house.
So he put a passcode on his privates, too.
Yes, yes, Your Honor. That is exactly what I'm thinking. And the last issue I'm thinking, Your Honor, is he has a business. All of a sudden, before business calls were handled in front of me, I know about your clients, I know what's going on, so that's fine, right? I'm supposed to know those things. All of a sudden, now the phone rings. Where's Eli? Running to the bathroom. Why can't you answer the phone in front of me?
She knows why I do that. She knows why I do that.
Why is everything in the bathroom?
We got the kids running around crazy. We got the TV on. I gotta be professional. I got a business. I'm trying to keep my business afloat, get more customers. I just want to be professional, but she thinking something else.
Okay,
So,
what is this business that you have that means you got to take private calls?
I have a painting business.
Painting?
Yeah, painting.
Okay.
Yes.
Like painting houses?
Painting
or...
houses, businesses, anywhere.
Okay, so commercial painter.
Yeah.
So what is it about a commercial painter that you have to go into another room? I mean, we've had our house painted.
Well, you know, when somebody's picking those colors, they need you. They need you privately.
In a private room?
I want...
That nobody else can hear the colors?
I want to pick teal for the bathroom. You gotta do that on the low-low.
But teal number 1 or teal number 2?
Well, I kind of feel teal number 3. That's what I'm feeling. So you want to do that on the low-low. Am I right?
You're right.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So in this chaos, what makes you think that he's cheating now?
On Facebook, Eli happened to post a picture of me. Eli is a leg man. He loves my legs. That was like one of the first things he said that he liked about me. I know it's strange. I do have wonderful legs. But, Your Honor, okay, we start getting likes and comments. Everybody's enjoying the picture. All of a sudden, somebody comes out of nowhere and says, well, if you like your wife so much, then why are you in my inbox?
And Ms. Brown, you submitted your recollection of that Facebook post to the court,
Yes,
correct?
I did.
All right, let's take a look at that. If you love your wife so much, why are you in my inbox?
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
That does beg the question, why were you in her inbox so much?
I shouldn't have been. I should have ignored her. I should have.
So you admit you were in her inbox?
She was in mine first. I didn't go talking to her. She came talking to me.
I didn't ask you who did it first. Okay.
Right?
This isn't 3rd grade. We're talking about adult stuff here, okay?
Exactly. Yes. Exactly, Your Honor.
You admit you were in her inbox.
I was.
In a manner that you shouldn't have been.
I shouldn't have been. I don't know why I
But
did
see,
it.
I want to get to what happened after that, Your Honor. She comes to my personal inbox on Facebook and sends me screenshots of where he was in her inbox, sending eyes emojis, like, I guess, what's up type thing, and it said, what's popping?
Well, she was looking good. She was looking good. I was weak at the moment. I was weak.
Okay.
I was weak.
That's an admission you probably should not have made, but okay, let's go with that.
So, Ms. Brown, did you ever confront this woman or talk to this woman or ask her anything?
Your Honor, I don't ask questions to females because at the end of the day, I'm his wife and he owes me something. She doesn't owe me anything. She doesn't owe me anything. You do.
Okay.
I am so glad to hear you say that because so many folk come in here and they want to box with the woman, and I'm like, she ain't got nothing with you. This is the one.
Exactly. So he gets double the anger. He gets it for her. He gets the anger for her and him.
So we've got this Facebook thing, and he admits that he shouldn't have been there. And so you all work through that. Have you found anything that makes you think he's cheating?
Oh, my goodness. Let me get to this story, Your Honor. Okay, so Friday nights is his night. Eli leaves out on Friday nights. I don't see Eli till about 6 o'clock in the morning to maybe 12 o'clock p.m. That may be the times that he's gonna come in the door.
It looked bad.
The
but
next
it's not.
day?
It just looks bad.
Day.
It just looks bad.
The next day. The absolute next day.
Does he tell you where he's going?
She knows I'm not doing nothing. No.
Oh my goodness, this
She
is
knows.
the thing. Oh, I'm going to the studio. I went to the studio with my friend. Eli's never rapped a day in his life.
So he disappears, and you claim you're at the studio.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you don't rap?
Well, you know, anybody been to the studio know how that goes. I mean,
No, I don't know. So I'm asking.
Look, pretend we haven't been to the studio. Tell us how it goes.
I mean, you support artists, you help write, help produce, you know, things like that. You know what I mean? And,
you
know,
helping writing and producing.
Yeah, I do. I do a little bit, not a lot. I just help write and stuff like that.
So we got a Renaissance man. He paints, he writes, he produces.
I do it all.
Exactly.
I do it all.
If you're doing all this, why didn't your wife know about this?
She knew about that. She don't believe me.
Have you ever taken her with you?
No.
Oh,
So
that might be a novel approach. Take your wife with you.
Who's gonna watch kids?
You know what? If you real serious, you figure out a babysitter. This your hometown, you know somebody can babysit.
Well,
Thank
okay, well, hold on for a minute, because I gotta.
Thank you.
I understand where you're going with that. I'm not sure I agree with it, because you need time to hang out with
You
your
don't agree
friends.
with me?
I don't agree with you on this. No, because you need time to hang out with your friends. I need time to hang out with my friends. Guys need time with guys. Girls
Yeah.
need time with girls. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that inherently. You're saying, well, if you're going out, you need to take your wife with you.
Not every time. I agree. I agree to this extent. Not every time.
Okay.
But he's saying that he's never taken her out with him. Poor choice. And the other part of it is just disappearing off the face of the earth. No.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
So, Ms. Brown,
See, he does agree with me.
to a degree. I agree with you to a degree.
Exactly.
So, Ms. Brown, when he finally gets home, what do you say to him?
Do you mind if I show you?
Oh, absolutely.
yes.
You got an exhibit.
Yes, I actually do.
All right,
Okay.
let's see what you
Oh,
got.
wow.
Okay, Your Honor.
Ron, you gonna help her out?
I got to see this.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm getting the girls in the car. We're getting ready to go.
Okay.
Normal family day. Okay, of course, when I get in the car, Eli has the seat all revved all the way back, and his legs are longer than mine, so of course the seat is all the way pulled back. Now I look around the car, my sandals are in the back, that's always there, and I always keep a bottle of perfume. Those are things that, you know, women just always have random stuff in the car, and those are two things that I always leave. So I'm in the car, I'm pushing the seat forward, pushing the seat forward, pushing the seat forward. I hear a plunk. What was that sound? I look, and before I know it, a box of condoms falls out from in between the seats.
I can explain
Okay.
it.
All right.
So you're-
Yeah, we gonna let you do that.
Okay.
You can believe that.
All right.
So the first thing I do, Your Honor, I grab that, and the next thing I do is say, let me check for my limited edition perfume.
Okay.
So I start checking around, the sandals are there, I'm fine with that. I'm looking like, okay, let me check the glove box. That is where I usually keep the perfume, in my glove box. I'm looking, it's not there. I say, okay, let me give it a chance. I jump in the back seat, it's not there. I jump in the third row, it's not there.
Okay.
I jump in the trunk, it's not there.
You are trying to find this perfume.
Oh, I wanted my limited edition, Your Honor. I won't get it again.
Okay.
So I take the box of condoms and I proceed to asking Eli, where did these come from? Now, remind you, it's a female been in my car, clearly. Why is condoms in the car?
Right.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Brown. Let me have you step back to the podium. Mr. Brown.
Your Honor.
All right.
That looks very bad.
Really?
Very bad.
Exactly.
Look, I'm glad you saved me the trouble of having to say that.
But I let my friend use the car. I was at the studio. He's at the studio. He said he needed to go to the store. Long story short, she goes get in the car. I didn't check the car. She come back. You didn't tell me. You threw the condoms at me when you came in the house.
Well, I said I showed him.
Well, that's not being.
I didn't say how.
She showed you all right.
My friend had the car. I don't know what he did with it, but why would I leave condoms in the car? Why I wouldn't even do it like that? That's stupid now.
And that's what you're telling this court. You are not involved with any other women.
No.
And you did not have those condoms for the purpose of being with some other women.
No. I don't use condoms. I only have sex with her. We don't use condoms.
Which makes it even more suspicious that there are condoms, because the fact that you don't use them and now there are condoms in her car, she's like, okay, what is this? All right, so Miss Brown, have you ever caught him with another woman?
A woman did come in my inbox on Facebook and say that she FaceTimed with Eli while nude. And I'm assuming they had phone sex through the FaceTime, because she definitely said they were nude.
Both of them were nude.
Oh, yes. She was proud to admit that.
So it wasn't just her, it was him too.
Absolutely.
So not just phone sex, video sex, basically.
Yes, exactly. And she was very happy to tell me about it.
Mr. Brown, were you having video sex with some other woman?
I got caught up in the moment. I'm sorry.
Oh.
But I didn't touch it.
You didn't touch her, but you touched you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So you're saying you didn't have any physical sexual contact with this woman. It was all just via video.
It was random. I got caught in the moment. I shouldn't have done it. I apologize to her, but still, she shouldn't have went her inbox told. I still don't see the point of telling her that.
Okay, but here's the thing.
If that woman had a man at the time, I would go in his inbox, tell him, and mess her up.
But you're focusing on the wrong thing. You're focusing on why the woman told her instead of focusing on why you were doing what you were doing in the first place. That's where your focus needs to be.
Absolutely.
You can't control other people, but you can control you.
That's true. I'm working on that.
So let me make sure I got this straight, Mr. Brown. Your testimony to this court today is that you've never physically cheated on your wife.
Yes, I never did it.
And Ms. Brown, I see you kind of shaking your head. I see the expression on your face. You kind of want to believe that, but I think you don't.
Exactly, Your Honor.
And that's why you're here today, and that's why you need answers today.
Exactly. I need answers today. I really need to know, because this determines what the future of our family.
And what is at stake?
Everything.
Mr. Cutler, it is all on the line. It is heartbreak in the making right here in front of us.
And Ms. Brown needs to know where this relationship is going and whether it's going to go forward.
Exactly.
And she needs answers.
Right.
Yes.
And to help her get these answers, this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court will call certified polygraph examiner Kendall Shull to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please escort Mr. Shull in. Mr. Shull, good day.
Good day, Your
How are you
Honor.
doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you, sir.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
I spent almost 30 years with the FBI in Washington, D.C. When I retired, I was actually chief of the entire FBI's polygraph program. I think I'm the only person in the world that's got a master's degree in polygraph.
And you conducted a polygraph examination on Mr. Brown, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
You asked Mr. Brown, did you have physical sexual contact with a woman from Facebook who commented on the photo you posted of your wife's legs? What was his response to that question?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful, Your Honor.
All right, let me ask this one. You asked Mr. Brown, since the start of your relationship with Mrs. Brown, have you had sexual intercourse with any woman other than your wife? What was his response?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
Mr. Brown, you had some inappropriate behavior. You've admitted inappropriate behavior. What are you gonna do differently?
I gotta man up and treat her better and put her first and stop being stupid.
There it is.
Stop being selfish.
Stop. There it is.
You all have been together for 19 years. You're married, and I noticed in the court papers there's a 10-year age difference. Ms. Banks, you're 10 years older than Mr. Banks.
Correct.
But Mr. Banks, you're concerned that...
Oh.
We're not supposed to laugh.
It was just a little love between us.
Okay.
I ain't mad at her.
Yeah, I mean, 10-year age difference. But Mr. Banks, you're concerned that your cougar may have found a younger cub.
I believe she wants somebody younger than me.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
That is not true, Your Honor, at all. That is not true.
Well, Mr. Banks, what's at stake here? I mean, if she has found somebody younger, what does that mean?
That means that I have to find me somebody else. We're gonna get a divorce, Your Honor. If I find out that she's cheating on me, because I'm too good for her. I mean, to her, for her to, cheat on me.
Oh.
Yeah, that's 19 years.
Now.
Yes.
And you gonna walk away from it. You'll walk away from it.
Because I'm faithful to her.
Okay.
I mean, we had some times where I wasn't, but we got through that. And we shouldn't have to deal with that anymore.
Your Honor, I have never cheated on him.
Okay.
With him, it's like he can go and smile and talk to anyone he wants. I have to sit down, don't say a word, and...
No, Your Honor, no.
If I do...
Listen.
What?
So you're saying it's a
That's
double
not true.
standard.
Double
It's like
standard.
he can do and smile and be Mr.
All
Friendly,
that.
but if you Miss Friendly, there's a problem.
I am cheating.
Okay, Mr. Banks, she says you smile and you friendly with everybody, and do you consider that cheating?
A woman and a man have two different...
It's inappropriate.
I always tell her about hugging men. She'll let a man come and hug her, front on, like, you don't do that.
You can't have a friendly hug with a man?
No, she should hug a man from the side or something. She'll hug a man.
You talking about the Christian side hug, like.
There you go, yeah.
That's what I
Good
did.
morning, and keep it moving.
Wait a minute.
When you
Not
marry, she knows that bothers me.
Well, okay, but the issue for you, Mr. Banks, is that you think she has a new cub.
Absolutely.
Is there a particular cub that you're worried about?
My buddy Anthony.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Tell us about that.
He happens to pop up every time I'm not home. One time I was out of town. Listen, let me talk. One time I was out of town. He called. I was on the phone talking. I heard a knock on the door. I'm like, who is that? She goes, oh, that's Anthony. I told, get him the phone. Man, quit coming to my house when you know I'm not there, because he knew I was leaving. You know I'm not there. Don't knock on my door. So I told her, I told him, but later on, I come home. I asked him, you didn't come back to my house. Oh, yeah, man, I did. It was an emergency. I had to use the bathroom. My wife wasn't at home or something. I came up to the door, and I knocked on the door, and Nita let me come in.
And use the bathroom.
But what you tell me?
And I told you no because I didn't want no argument. You know how you are. I had actually forgotten that he had came in and used the bathroom.
Okay, Ms. Banks.
Hold on, just a second.
Okay.
I just want to get some clarification on this gentleman. You say he's younger than you.
Absolutely.
Now, you're 10 years younger.
Right.
And he may be 15, so she won't step down another 5, I guess.
Okay, all right.
That's a joke to me.
All right.
Because
You like young man, though, right?
Look, I didn't know how young you were when I got with you.
Okay.
You know why I got with you? Because I felt like you were a gentleman. So that's why I got with you.
And that ain't got nothing to do with age.
Ain't got nothing to do with no age. I did not know how old he was.
Do you have any other reason to believe that she's cheating?
Well, one time, I was working third shift, right? And
Okay.
I leave home, and I left my ID to get in the building, so it was like a half an hour drive to work. So I got there, and I left my ID. So
What time of night we talking about?
It's 11 o'clock at night. I'm working third shift.
Okay.
Okay.
So I comes back to the house. I knocks
Where
on the
was
door
I?
for
Where
her to
was I
come.
at?
Hold on, Ms. Banks, hold on.
It took her a while to get to the door. She comes, she surprises me. I'm like, what took you so long? She had some kind of excuse. So I go, I'm a suspicious person.
I'm asleep.
So I goes to the front door. I'm open, the screen is open. Where's the screen door? We don't use this door. I look, there's footprints in the snow going to the side of the house out to the street. I calls her because she always tell me, oh, you tripping, it ain't nothing. Come here, let me show you. Come here. Why is these foot?
And
Oh, that must be the mailman. Mailman, it's 11 o'clock at
Or
night.
either a deer or something.
A deer with feet.
Wait,
feet.
hold on.
Okay, how do you know that the mailman didn't have those footprints from earlier in the day?
No, it had just snowed about evening time, 5 o'clock, after the mailman
Oh.
12 or...
So we're talking
Yeah.
fresh snow and
Yeah.
fresh snow prints.
Yes.
And, you know, Ms. Banks, a deer, really? That's what you're going with?
Oh, they have little kind of
That
circles.
is his assumption of what he actually don't know what time the mailman came. We got kids. They could have did it.
We don't use our...
But everybody uses the side doors, my understanding.
Everybody
No, but
use
they
the side
go
door.
through the front yard and stuff sometime, running around or anything.
Were these footprints right up to the door, just out there in the yard?
Right out the door like someone was trying... You know, a normal person would go out the driveway that's leaving. This footprint was up the side of the house, through the neighbor's yard and out to the street.
Oh.
So
you know what? Are you thinking that maybe the reason it took us so long is that person was coming out the
Get out.
front door and she was coming to the side door?
Yep. That's what I
That's
believe.
what he thought.
That's what
yes,
we're
that's
here.
true.
I really
He did
believe
really
that.
believe that.
I gotta
It
ask the
did not
question,
happen.
was somebody in your house? Nobody was in bed
No
with
one
you.
was in the house. I was in there asleep. And that's what took me so long to get to the door. And I'm wondering why you didn't use the key. Why you didn't call me?
Because I wanted you...
He was trying to
I
talk.
like to come home without you knowing I'm coming.
Mr. Banks, this sounds like a stupid question, but I got to ask it anyway. Do you trust your wife?
No.
Wow.
Okay, maybe it wasn't a stupid question.
No, it was the
I mean,
question.
I wouldn't be here if I trusted her. I wouldn't be here. This is what I'm here for.
I've been loyal to this man for 19 years. It's like,
How does that make you feel that you've been loyal for 19 years, but yet he says he doesn't
I feel
trust
like
you?
I'm nothing, you know, that I'm nothing to him.
Yeah.
So it makes me want to say, okay, it's over for him to keep doing this.
And this ain't gonna be news to none of us that you can't have a successful marriage without
With
trust.
no trust.
So yeah, you're in the right place. We gonna figure this out.
And so, Mr. Banks, do you have reason to believe that these footprints were left by this friend Anthony?
Could be, or it could be.
They look like about his foot size?
Yeah, me and him have about the same size foot.
Does he know your work schedule, like when you leave the house?
Yes, he does, Your Honor.
So he would know if you left the house that you'd be gone all night.
Yeah.
And so the coast would be clear.
Yes.
Your
He
Honor,
actually,
he
Your
is
Honor,
paranoid.
He calls me all the time at work. Oh, what you doing, man? I'm at work like I was yesterday when you called me, or last week. Oh, man, I forgot what hours you work.
But Your Honor, what do I have to do with it? That's what I keep telling him. That's your friend.
Well, if he's keeping
What
up with
do-
his hours, he's trying to keep up with his hours so he can keep up with you.
But he's
That's what
not.
I think.
That is not.
That's what I
Judge Cutler. Judge Cutler, that is not true.
That's what I think.
Well, we got your side, we have her side, and we have that other man's side. He is here. Ron, would you escort him in?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah? He is younger, Mr. Cutler.
Yeah.
He has dreads, Mr. Cutler.
Yes.
I can see where there could be some
Nice
issues.
looking young man. Good day, sir. How are you?
How you doing, Mr. Cutler?
I'm doing fine,
Mr.
thank
Cutler.
you.
How are you?
Would you state your name, please, for the record?
Anthony Bond.
All
Okay.
right. So you are the Anthony that we've been talking about.
Indeed, indeed.
Okay? How do you know Miss Banks?
I've known Miss Banks for quite a while. I've known her. We all stayed in an apartment complex back in like maybe 2009, and I was married at the time. And I met her before I got a chance to meet Selvin. And when he was away at the time, and when he came back, me and him got to know each other, and we became friends. So,
So you
you
know
can-
her and you're friends with him.
yep, I know both of them.
And you consider Mr. Banks a friend?
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
He has testified that he has told you not to come to his house when he's not home. Is that true?
That is truth to that, yeah.
Okay. Have you been to his house when he's not home?
I've come by, but that's unknowing of him not being there.
Okay, so you thought he was there.
Right.
All right.
Mr. Banks, you want to ask the witness a question?
Yeah, I want to ask him questions.
Because typically we ask the questions, but you got a question you want to ask.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna.
What's your question?
Didn't you tell me that she let you in the house one time when I said, man, don't come to my house? And when I asked you, I said, did she let you in, man? Because she said no. And you told me, yeah, man, she did let me in. I came in for a while, had a talk with her, and I left.
No.
No, it wasn't no talk. I used the bathroom and I left.
Oh, but you didn't stay and talk to her?
No, we didn't stay in there. There wasn't no conversating.
She told me she never let you in,
But-
and that didn't
And the
occur.
reason that I told him that is because it was going to strike up an argument, and we
Why
would
not
have been
just
arguing.
don't let him in
And,
then?
okay, but
And let him go to the gas
being-
station.
that's
Okay,
just being
Mr. Banks,
polite
that is
and
kind of
nice.
inhumane,
No.
isn't it?
That's
You know,
very
a friend of both of you all says I have to
And-
use the bathroom. You're like,
and-
no, go down to the gas
Yes.
station. I mean, do you
Okay,
really
no.
expect
Why would he
somebody to do
expect
that?
me to say that? You know, how would he expect me to say that?
Because my husband
It's not at home.
not at home, and he asked me not to allow you in my home when he's not there.
Okay, look, I understand. I just don't think that's realistic.
Yeah, I mean.
I just don't think. But, I mean, the undercurrent to all this is
Thank you.
Tell
your
me
husband
about
told you
when I asked
he didn't want Anthony in his house. And then after that point in time, you let him in the house and then lied to your husband about it.
Right.
All right.
Mr. Bond,
Yes.
Mr. Banks is concerned that his wife is cheating. Does he have anything to be concerned about?
I mean, I think he has a little bit to be concerned about as far as like she's still, you know, kind of vibrant and she still has her looks about herself. You know. But as far as
That's
being
not
concerned,
my fault. That is not my fault.
Thanks, man. Thanks for the
Mr.
compliment.
Banks, that's a compliment.
Yeah, thanks,
I
man.
mean,
Thanks.
So you think Mr. Banks may have something to worry about because she still got it going on.
She still got it going on. She has a lot of vitality about her, you know, and her looks is still there. So.
Okay, well then the question is, does he need to worry about you?
No, because as far as our friendship, I value our friendship, you know, and I've told him this numerous times. We've had many of conversations, and I told him like, you don't have to worry about me ever having to, you know, do something that's going to break the trust that we have, or the friendship that we have as a whole, as you know, me knowing him and her.
So
And I wouldn't want to mess that up.
let me just ask you point blank.
Go for it.
So that there's no question. Have you had sex or any kind of intimacy with Miss Banks?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
I hope that's true, man. I hope that's true.
Oh, it's true. It's true.
Thank
right.
you, Mr.
Thank you, Mr.
Bond.
Bond.
You can stay right there.
All right.
All right.
This court has done a full and a complete investigation. At this time, the court will call a certified polygraph examiner, Michael Williams, to determine, is she cheating? Ron, please escort Mr. Williams in.
Michael Williams.
Would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
I'm a retired federal agent with 25 years of federal service. I'm currently a certified polygraph examiner for the state of Georgia and also a private detective.
You conducted a polygraph examination of Ms. Banks, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
You asked Miss Banks, since being married to your husband, have you had physical sexual contact with Mr. Bond? What was her response?
Your Honor, she said no.
What did the lie detector determine? What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined she was being truthful.
Ah, see.
We have one more question.
Okay.
One more.
You asked Ms. Banks, since being married to Mr. Banks, have you had sexual intercourse with any other men? What was her response to that question?
Your Honor, she said no.
Are you ready for this answer, Mr.
Yes,
Banks?
I am. I'm
Mr.
ready.
Banks, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
Your Honor, the lie detector determined she was being truthful.
No, I don't want no hug now. See, that's wrong.
Sorry, baby.
No, you're not. You're not sorry.
I am sorry. I am. I really am.
You are not sorry. You're not sorry.
Mr. Cutler asked me what we gonna do with y'all. I'm not sure. But I got a few words for you.
Okay.
One, y'all are really cute. Y'all are really cute. And
Not just cute, vibrant.
vital. Yes,
Vibrant.
yes. So here's some things, Mr. Banks. She's a good person.
She is a good
So you have to start from the premise that good people tend to do good things.
Right.
And if you keep that in mind, you won't be worried about all this other stuff.
Right.
Yeah, because she's a vibrant, outgoing woman. That's what you liked about her.
Right,
That's
absolutely.
what attracted you to her. So you can't use that against her now
Right.
to beat her over the head with it just because you think she
And that's
might
what
be
he do.
cheating with somebody.
And Mr. Bond, show some grace to your friend, Mr. Banks.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna give him some hard time on this, you know.
Okay.
But he gonna get it, man. I told him.
You all have been together for 4 years and you recently called off your engagement. Ms. Lewis, tell me why you called off your engagement.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, within the 4 years that we have been together, I have numerous times went through his phone, seen him conversating with other girls, comment on their post on Facebook, and on his messenger, Facebook Messenger, he always try to delete stuff. And if I contact the girls, they will send me proof and evidence of him conversating with them, pictures that he would send to them or they would send to him. I have evidence right here.
Okay, Ron, would you?
Girls that he have texted, conversated, some private pictures of himself.
Well, let's look what we got here. All right. This first piece of evidence is a text, and he has texted something really special. It is a utterly nude photo of himself to another woman. And it says...
He's nude and he is
and it says
holding himself.
Yes, he is. All right. Is this a photo of you, Mr. Meeks?
Talking to a girl he don't know. He met her on
Hold
Facebook.
on.
Yes, Your Honor, it's me.
All right, and who is the lucky recipient of this photo?
A woman I met online.
Online.
So just some random woman you met online and you all of a sudden sending pictures of...
No, Your Honor,
Yes, Your Honor.
We talked for a while before we started sending each other pictures of each other.
All right, now, what I want to know is, how long is a while? How long you got to talk to somebody on Facebook before you start sending them naked pictures?
We talked for about a week and a half.
A week and a half?
On
So
the
it
phone.
only takes about 10 days, and then you qualify for naked pictures.
I think we dated probably 2 months or
It's
3
just a
months before we even
picture,
got
probably
a
a
first
picture.
kiss, and you already...
No, it was longer than that because they were betting about when we were gonna finally kiss. Our friends were. It was like, it was 4 months.
All right, but it wasn't a week and a half.
It wasn't a week and a half.
And it
you
wasn't no
didn't-
pictures like that.
And you didn't see me naked. And no.
All right, so a week and a half, you meet this woman on Facebook, and a week and a half, you already...
It was just flirting. We ain't go see each other in person. We ain't meet up nowhere.
Okay,
do
but
nothing
this-
like that. We just was talking on the phone. That's it.
Okay, this woman has a naked photo of you. You don't
Right.
know what she's gonna do with that picture. You don't know where that
What can
picture's
she do
gonna
with
show
it?
up.
Just a picture.
See? That's not the first time within 4 years. There have been numerous girls. She's just one of many. We was dating for about 3 months when we first started going together, and I found out on Facebook that he has a whole nother girlfriend that he posted as his WCW.
Wow.
Wow, nothing. I found out you had a girlfriend. You ain't say you had a girlfriend. We was together. We worked together. We used to just like...
You didn't ask me if I had a girlfriend.
Oh
I
my
ain't
God, so
think
we
you
just
cared.
started dating and having sex, and you come spend the weekends over my house, and I didn't care if you had a girlfriend. I did.
Okay, so you found out about this woman because she's his Wednesday, what is it, Wednesday?
Women Crush Wednesday.
Women Crush Wednesday.
So I told him either gonna be me
Right, so
or
she was
her.
my girlfriend.
And you left her and decided to be with me. That's what he told me. And that's when we went on from there.
Okay, so you chose her over this other woman.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, well, let me ask this then, because I'm looking at the other photos here that Ms. Lewis has provided. One of them appears to be a close-up.
Extremely close-up.
Yeah, a very, very, very close-up picture of a woman's private area. I'm presuming that is not Ms. Lewis.
No.
Oh, Your Honor.
Okay.
Isn't
Is this the same woman that you were sending the picture of yourself to after a week and a half?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
And she kindly sent you a picture of her breasts. If that wasn't enough, she sent you a butt shot.
It's pictures, though. It's just pictures.
It's more than pictures. Every time I go in his phone, it's a different female, different conversation, different pictures. It's always somebody. It ain't never just nobody else of him
But it
talking to
never
somebody
went
else.
past conversation.
That's what you say. How do I know that?
How would you feel if she was sending naked pictures of herself to other men?
Like
Would you
this.
feel, like this.
Like this.
How would you
Well,
feel about that?
I wouldn't like it.
Okay, would you think she was cheating with those other men?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now, wait a minute, hold on.
That is my point.
Do you now,
But-
have you seen the light? Do you see
No.
why she thinks you're cheating?
Yeah, I can
Okay,
understand.
stop, right there.
Wait, no,
No,
I gotta hear his explanation.
Come on,
he says
man.
he understands, but.
No, but.
I gotta hear this.
No,
Come on.
Wait.
No, look. I gotta hear this. I gotta hear this.
I can understand her feel like I'm cheating because I'm sending pictures, but at the same time, when I'm trying to be with you and make it all about us, you constantly worrying about other females that I don't.
Because it's always other females.
It's not always other females. It ain't always been other females.
Look, I gave you a chance
It's
to
not
explain
always
it.
been other females.
You gotta help it, because I can't help it.
No, I didn't. She ain't never trust me.
So you're saying this
I
is
wonder why in the beginning
Even when
you
I'm
lied
being
in the
faithful,
beginning.
you
You
lied
lied
in
in
the
the
beginning.
Ms. Lewis, you're saying
trust
him
me.
having these pictures of other women on his phone and Facebook, and that's been a constant part of your
Constant.
relationship for 4 years?
And we
Wow,
yep,
no.
and we break up or get back together, but it never stopped. Oh, I'll stop, I'll do this, I'll do that, I could change. I could be faithful to you, but it might last a week or two, but if I pick up his phone 2 weeks from now, it's somebody else in there.
All right, so to Mr. Meeks' credit, pictures are just pictures. You think it goes further than that.
Really?
They do.
Really?
Yes.
It don't.
The pictures are just pictures.
Okay,
Well,
after
there's a difference between sending pictures and cheating.
besides the
Now,
pictures,
sending pictures could be evidence of cheating. But I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. They're two separate things. Pictures
I'm gonna
and
let
cheating.
you go on to the bottom.
If she saw something,
Ain't nothing but bottom in this.
okay, well, Your Honor, our sex life has dramatically changed since we've been together. In the beginning, for like maybe a year or so, we would have sex every day or every other day. Lately, for about a year or so now, we only have sex maybe once, twice a month, if that many times.
So, Mr. Meeks, she says your sex life has gone from here to here in just 4 short years.
Bottom.
I'm not as energetic as I used to be. I used to have a lot of energy.
4 years.
Okay.
For 40, listen to what she said. I'm 23.
He's 23.
I'm 23.
Oh my God.
For a year and a half, every day, all day,
At
every day,
23?
all day, the whole day, constantly having sex.
She didn't
When
say
anybody
that.
get tired, when nobody get tired of having that much sex.
Okay, all right.
That's crazy.
Mr. Meeks, you 23 and you already tired.
Yeah, I'm tired.
You got
We had 2 kids.
He ain't gonna make it, man.
Okay, 2 kids later.
He having sex with somebody else, obviously. Now you tired. Yeah, you tired of having sex with me, so
I
you
can't
having
get
sex with
tired.
somebody else.
You know,
Not at 23,
We got
no.
2 kids. 2 kids. I'm supposed to want to
I
have
got
sex
3
all
kids.
day, every day.
I've raised 3 kids.
I don't know nobody can have sex like we was having sex.
Well, no, and I was gonna say, to your credit, you know, at the front end, it's a lot of passion, and you do get past that. But you don't just
Hit the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, and then at 20, and then you talk about I'm tired.
At 23.
I'm like, really?
I am. I can't keep up with her, you know. I'm sorry. I can't keep up.
All right. So all this passion came from somewhere. Tell me about when the passion started. Now, he done already told me y'all were busy. But besides doing that, what else did y'all do?
They ain't talking nothing else. That was...
We did. When we first started talking, we was working at this job on the weekends, and like he used to buy me breakfast and lunch, and like every week, the days that we was off, he used to take me out somewhere special, like to the movies, bowling. The first birthday, my 23rd birthday that we shared together, he proposed to me in front of my entire family, which was like a day I would never forget. And like that Valentine's was like, I was pregnant with my son, and he made sure it was romantic. Like I told him, I ain't never get to do nothing on no Valentine's with nobody. Like that was the best time of my life, and he made sure it was.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
You smiling.
Yeah, because I'm smiling because I love her.
You stepped it up, didn't you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you been stepping it up like that recently? Taking her out, buying her little things?
Nah.
Recently in March, we did like a little separation, and he started talking to this girl on Facebook and talking about, baby, can we work it out? So I reached out to the girl. She told me that he was talking about moving with her. So I went and asked him, because we got 2 kids together. He claimed, I'm not going down there with her and whatnot. So we got back together, moved back into our apartment together with our kids, and everything was going fine. Months later, I see that he's still her friend on Facebook again. I see that they still conversate. I messaged her, and then she was telling me that they were still talking. The next day, she texted me and said they had sex. Then she claimed that she was pregnant and it is his baby.
All right.
Yes.
Mr. Meeks, this is a good one. Tell me about it.
I don't know how she knew that, but this girl, I never met the girl in person. Like I said, I always talk to people on Facebook or whatnot. I
when
never
they're
seen
talking
her in
on
person.
Facebook,
It never went
you-
no further than we never met up. I don't know if she was in the city or not. Yeah,
This is a daytime soap opera gone wrong.
Wait.
So, Mr. Weeks, why do you think all these women are claiming that they've got something going on with you when you say they don't?
Women like to start issues. Women like drama. They like to keep up problems.
Okay, do you hear the words that are coming out of your mouth?
No.
Because if you know women like drama and to keep mess going, why are you giving them something to keep drama going and mess?
And it's one thing to kind of flirt with women on Facebook or say,
No, it's not.
Look, I'm saying it's one thing. I didn't say it was my thing. I
Oh,
said
okay.
It's one thing.
All right. It better not be.
It's one thing engaging in a conversation on Facebook. It's another thing to send naked selfies of yourself holding yourself to women. That's completely.
That's another level.
Yeah. And then it's a completely different thing to have a woman claiming to have your baby. Do you see this pattern and how it's a bad pattern?
Yeah, I know it don't look good.
Really?
That may be the understatement. That may
That's
be
the
it.
understatement of the year.
All right, you brought a witness, Miss Lewis.
Yes, ma'am.
Would you please step to the podium? Would you state your name for the record?
Your Honor, my name is Bintu Jallo.
How are you familiar with this couple?
Well, Demetrius is my cousin,
Okay.
and we're basically best friends.
Okay.
So I used to work with Darion at work, so I've witnessed him talk to numerous females at work also.
Oh, you a bold brother. You gonna just talk to him in front of relatives?
Casual conversations, just casual
It
conversations.
didn't look casual.
All right.
Okay. So, Ms. Jallo, are these just casual conversations? I mean, you work at a place, you talk to your coworkers. That happens all day, every day.
Right.
What was different about what you saw?
Well, they were pretty close to each other and just talking like how a couple would normally talk, just, arm around the shoulder. Just the whole thing. So I confronted him, even though he's not my boyfriend. Demetrius is my cousin, so I'm gonna look out for her. So I confronted him about the situation, and he's denying it.
But, Your Honor, even when she told me about it, and I asked him about it, this was a girl he tried to lie about the situation, but he was picking her up, giving her rides, but lying to me about the whole situation. We work at the same place. He couldn't pick me up and give me a ride. That's why I don't get it. It had to be something more. If that's just your coworker, we can ride with her together, right?
You would think. Ms. Jallo, thank you for your testimony.
So, Ms. Lewis, you brought him to court today. You are at your wit's end.
Very.
You've got to find out one way or the other.
Yes, Your Honor.
Tell me what's on the line.
Well, Your Honor, today our relationship is on the line. Our engagement, like the fact of us living together, anything I ever did for him is on the line.
To get to the truth of these allegations, the court would like to call former military interrogator Lena Cisco into the courtroom. Ron, would you please escort Ms. Cisco in?
Yes, Your Honor.
How are you?
Hi, good day. How are you?
Good day.
All right. Ms. Cisco, would you please state your credentials for the court?
Yes. I am a former military interrogator, so I am certified by the Department of Defense, and I interrogated members of Al-Qaeda and Taliban shortly after 9/11. And ever since then, I have been training law enforcement, government agency personnel, and private sector, as well as military, in interrogation techniques and enhanced interviewing.
Can you tell us what you did to investigate this particular case?
I can. So I had Mr. Meeks write a handwritten statement, which I then analyzed for deceptive indicators. I studied his case file. I put together an interrogation plan, and I interrogated Mr. Meeks to see if he was indeed cheating on his girlfriend.
What were your initial findings?
So it is evident that Mr. Meeks has a wandering eye, and he does seek out the attention of other girls. However, he said in his written statement, 100% when I am with my girlfriend, I am loyal. So that just tells me when he's not with her, he is not loyal. I interrogated Mr. Meeks to find out precisely if he cheated, if he had sexual contact or sexual intercourse during the past 4 years of their relationship.
And sexual contact is anything other than sexual intercourse, kissing, petting, fondling, etc.
Yes.
Okay. And what did you conclude?
So after I had talked to him and interrogated him, asking him pinpointed questions, and based on my hundreds of interrogations that I've done, I'm also considered a deceptive analysis expert. I concluded that he, in fact, did not have sexual relations with any female in the past 4 years of their relationship, nor did he have sexual contact.
Thank you. Thank you. Can I get some credit? Can I get some credit for that?
Thank you.
All right. Miss Lewis, it looks like 50 pounds fell off of you.
I feel good. I mean, it's good to know that he ain't never go past the flirting. So I'm happy, and I feel like we can actually work on our relationship because we do have 2 kids together.
Mr. Meeks?
Just want to say I love you. I told you I was being faithful to you, baby.
All right, let me see some love between y'all.